Getting ready for the tip between St Bonaventure and UConn. Before we do that, let's check in with Gareth Burke. Count Furniture, St Bonaventure, after losing their season opener to NC State, they've won 6 in a row. There you see their starting 5. And for the Huskies, Hartley, Jefferson, Banks, Stewart, and Dolson. Ready to go here at the XL Center. Good sized crowd filling in here on a Sunday evening. Happy to say the heat is on, although our feet are touching ice almost here at the XL Center, as we are well aware. But we're ready to bring you basketball. Brian Burnett, Kevin Sparrock, Tiara Cruz, our officiating crews. The opening tip controlled by the Huskies. And here we go. Third game in as many days for UConn and for St Bonaventure. Bria Hartley for Stewart. Stewart will try it from distance. Dolson on the glass. Can't get the putback, and the rebound to Gabby Richmond. Richmond, a redshirt freshman from Chicago. Number 2 scorer on this team, number 3 rebounder. There's Healy, their leading scorer. Good pass on the inside, but Dolson's there to help out. Healy's got that shot, and St Bonaventure scores first. She's averaging better than 14 points a game and 7 rebounds a game. Number 1 in scoring, number 2 in rebounding, number 42 in Brown. One to watch here for St Bonaventure.
And I just love the way St Bonaventure plays. They're just a real smart team. Gave up a good baseline move there.
Stewart to the basket.
Stewart, yeah.
St Bonaventure defeated BU 65-64 yesterday to improve to 2-0. They defeated Monmouth in the opening game. One and done this trip for St Bonaventure. Here's Hartley. Stewart has 4.
And another fine dish from Hartley.
Nyla Reeder lost it. Here's Jefferson. Jefferson has Hartley trailing, but finds Banks. And now UConn will run their offense. Hartley back outside. Dolson, little fake, got the half step, count it, and the foul.
You see the nice pump fake. She got Richmond off her feet, which gave her that lane to the basket.
Help gets whistled for the foul, and Dolson, a chance to finish off three-point play. She cannot.
St Bonaventure, just a fundamentally sound team. Look for them to run a 5-out motion offense. Very well coached by Jim Crowley.
In his 14th season, you may remember 2 seasons ago, they went to the Sweet 16 in the NCAA tournament. And in the middle of that run, Chelsea Boker, who just missed that three-pointer, 4. They ended the season ranked 21st in the AP poll. They peaked at number 16. Pretty good for a little school out in Western New York.
I mean, 2,000 people at the school. And think about this. When this building is full at 16,000, that's larger than their town.
Stewart dialed in. She's got 7. That's a three-pointer. After that first miss by Brianna Stewart, the Huskies have made 4 in a row. There's always been a great basketball tradition. Look at Banks showing that quickness. The feed inside to Jefferson for 2, and a timeout called.
And the kick opens that up. You can't give Stewart any room. And there, the finish by Jefferson off of a nice steal from Banks. Kind of fall apart. Go out there and attack. Just play basketball.
UConn with the pressure in the backcourt. Remember, you have to watch for the 10 count here as the Huskies force a turnover in the backcourt, picked up by Hartley. Banks tried to feed it to Stewart. It was
Stewart.
Stewart out top to Hartley. Hartley all the way, can't get it, but look at the follow. Brianna Stewart reaching up and putting it in. She has 9 of the 13 for UConn. Healy with a quick push, blocked by Dolson, and she keeps it in play. Hartley in transition. Moriah Jefferson, 3 on the way is good.
You know,
UConn clicking from the start again, baby.
They are, Eric. And Stewart had said this after the Friday night game. You know, I don't think everyone has played their best all at the same time.
That's frightening. There's a block by Stewart coming back. Dolson and Healy comes in to tie her up. It'll be.
I mean, there's 2 sets of outstretched arms just swatting it away. And how about that finish?
Great timing.
Just
Well, we know she's got that scorer's mentality, and there are a variety of ways to score.
exactly.
We just watched her first 9 points here today. Here's Boker, excellent three-point shooter. Not this time, though, and it's grabbed by Jefferson. Boker's actually one of the best in St Bonaventure history, 7th on the all-time list for threes made. Big screen set to get Hartley plenty of time. She can't knock down the three. It's saved. Kick back out, and UConn will reset.
And that was saved only because of Brianna Stewart's effort to go for that rebound. Now, she didn't get it, but she knocked it to her teammate.
Jefferson, that won't go. Dolson, the offensive rebound, and UConn will kick it back out top. Hartley in trouble, and Healy there to take it away. Pretty good defensive play right there by Healy, who's going 1-on-2, and Jefferson with that quickness takes it away, and Dolson's on the other end.
Yeah, ill-advised move by Healy on the other end. She had done such a great job defensively to come up with that steal for that block.
There's another turnover through the hands of Healy, into the hands of Jefferson, into the corner for Banks. Three on the way. Timeout, St Bonaventure.
As that ball.
What a run by the Huskies, just like that. 21-0 run, and the Huskies rolling early.
For her and those kids, it's unbelievable.
Third national title in the school's history, first since 1985, so congrats.
That's
As
incredible.
field hockey, we'll talk about good times. Gino Arieme was asked about that after Friday night's game, about the good things that are happening. It's easy to look at the defending national champions, but while he was holding his press conference, the UConn men were beating Indiana at Madison Square Garden. There's field hockey making it and winning the national title, so success stories all around stories.
Absolutely. Congrats to TJ Wiest and the Husky football team.
UConn back the other way. Remember, it was 2-0 St Bonaventure, and then the Huskies went to work. And again, just spreading it out. Inside, outside, Jefferson shut off. Hartley. Back to Jefferson. Stewart. That won't go down, and the rebound to Katie Healy. Healy's a sophomore out of Lancaster, New York, Lancaster High School. She's gone for 20 or more 3 times this year. Bonnie's, of course, out of the Atlantic 10. We mentioned before how they had great success 2 years ago, and you're familiar with the tradition that men's basketball has had through the years. Jim Crowley doing a great job of trying to build again for UConn as Banks and Jefferson sit down.
A couple blocks already here today, and Dolson there swatting away the shot by Katie Healy, and it's great footwork more than anything to get these blocks because they're not committing fouls.
There's a shot clock violation. Remember, there was 9 on the outlaw. Freshman is on for St Bonaventure, along with Hannah Little. Had a really good game yesterday in the win against BU. 13 points, a career high. 18 rebounds, a career high. 10 on the offensive glass. She's number 11. A little bit of a challenge here today to try to get some rebounds on the inside.
Yeah,
2 more for UConn.
You're right, and Hannah Little is a terrific spark off the bench for the Bonnies.
First points for Bria Hartley. Second on the team in scoring at 14.5 a game. Meg talked before about what she's meant to this UConn team, just taking care of the basketball, getting everyone involved. There's Little on the drive. Huskies have it the other way. Dolson, Dick Stokes on the inside.
That was a tremendous pass from Dolson. Stokes just couldn't finish, a little too strong.
Healy, rebound to Stewart. 5th rebound for Stewart. Chong back out top to Hartley. Inside of 13 to go in the first half. St Bonaventure scored the game's first field goal, but UConn's outscored the Bonnies 23-0 since that time. The drought continues, approaching 7 minutes since that basket from Katie Healy to get things started. There's a block by Stokes. And quickly, UConn looking to transition. Hartley going it alone. She'll circle back around. Dolson from outside for two. She has 6. With that basket, Steph Dolson now of her 1,400 points in her UConn career, 1401.
Those numbers will continue to increase. She does so many great things for this team. Scores, passes, rebounds, blocks.
Puts it all together, gets rare triple doubles. Three-pointer, no good. There is a little on the glass, but taken away, and the Huskies bring it back across half court. Stewart goes up and gets it and brings down 2 more. Into double figures now with 11.
You know, one of the things that Jim Crowley told me before the game, he wanted his team to see how hard UConn plays. He's so impressed with the way they play, how hard they play, and it's a great thing for his team to play against.
Get us to this time.
Kids to learn from the best. So the next time they're dogging it or not going as hard as they can, he can say, wait a minute, the best team in the country goes hard every single possession.
Out of the timeout, St Bonaventure basketball after the foul called on Chong. Brianna Banks into the game with Jefferson, Dolson, Stokes, and Chong. Shot clock down to 5. Kicked outside down to 2. Knocked away, and Chong has it.
Great help defense from Mariah Jefferson. They were playing the sagging man-to-man. And she got in there and clogged up the lane. Tremendous anticipation.
Kelsey Rombach, number 4, sophomore from Ottawa, Illinois, into the game for St Bonaventure. Stokes inside, count it, and the foul.
Well, she got herself really good position. Uses the left hand so well, a perfect pass from Jefferson. So all she had to do was just catch, turn, and shoot.
Off the mark from Stokes, who happened so quickly here. Checking the stat sheet, Bria Hartley has 5 assists and no turnovers here in the first 10 minutes of the first half.
And a rare miss from the free throw line from Stokes. She was 17 of 19 coming into the game.
So you're trying to tell me not everything is perfect, because I look at the scoreboard and it's hard to find any fault. 29-2 midway through. The long drought continues for St Bonaventure. They got the shot off before the shot clock expired. 12 straight misses for St Bonaventure. Dolson hit from outside a moment ago. That one short. Stokes, offensive glass, 2 more.
Good job by Stokes just to keep moving and crashing the boards. Again, as the coaches want her to do, just try harder. Just keep trying harder.
31 unanswered points for UConn. There's Stokes with the D, kicked outside. A brief open look. Rombach gets it. You know, I'm looking around the building. There's a lot of people applauding the fact that Bonnie's got a hoop there. Oh, great pass by Dolson. Perfect pass to Stokes, cutting to the basket for 2.
There was very little margin for error the way she threaded that needle. Nice finish by Stokes, but as you indicated, just an outstanding pass.
And Jefferson reads this one, Meg, and with that big hop step to accelerate, she gets to the basket and picks up.
Just the anticipation, and then turn on the jets.
And that step, once she gets to the basketball, is faster than it's out of the game. Hartley, Stewart, Jefferson, Chong, and Banks, the 5 on the floor, and much like we saw, Jefferson checks out.
This might be a record, the earliest Gino ever put in a walk-on. Obviously, the game score might indicate that, but also Tierney Lawler must be doing great stuff in practice.
Banks has it to the basket, 2 more. 37-4.
Nice cut.
Good cut to the basket as Richmond scores. Freshman who was the A10 Rookie of the Week this past week. She went for 21 against Fairfield last Sunday. Got some good young players on the St Bonaventure team. They'll be in trying to take something positive out of this game mode. As Chong, little hesitation, reverses for two. She's on the score sheet.
She just continues to impress.
7 different scores for UConn. Stewart gambled, couldn't get it. Healy got it and stuck with it and put it in for 2. Katie Healy has 4 for St Bonaventure. Approaching 7 minutes to go here in the first half. Another strong start for UConn.
St Bonaventure, only a man-to-man team. It's all he teaches.
Boker gets whistled. 2 to go here in the first half. Stewart to Chong, showing her moves on the baseline.
We had to change. We had to do something different that we weren't doing the entire season. We came together, we worked hard, we watched a lot of film. We were really, really focused. We knew that people were going to step up. Brianna Stewart stepped up, played an unbelievable postseason. All our freshmen did, and came back with the championship.
You're not too far removed from this team, but every year feels different. How would you characterize these girls?
Well, I've been fortunate enough, being on the West Coast now, I can catch all the games right around 4:30. So I have it on my big monitor at work, and it's allowed. And just seeing them play, they click well together. You can tell the chemistry's there. The talent is unbelievable. I mean, they're really fun to watch. It's really hard and heartbreaking not to be able to be here with them, but being able to watch them and see them dominate game after game, it's something special.
Give us an update on you. What are you doing out there on the West Coast?
I'm actually in Portland, Oregon, Beaverton to be exact, at Nike World headquarters, working in Olympic sports marketing. Learning a lot, growing, and just seeing what the real world's all about.
That sounds like a dream job.
It's not.
Imagine that draft.
Oh gosh, she is loving her job. I mean, how could they not allow her to watch their top women's team play at 4:30 from the office? But a great kid, and she is loving life out there.
3 national titles.
Not bad. She was a big reason why.
No question. And another one of those examples, there are so many different ways you can contribute to a team. And when she was going through all her knee problems, we know she was still the biggest cheerleader on the sidelines for UConn.
That's right.
2 points there for Healy. You saw the Boker three-pointer. So St Bonaventure trying to settle in here a little bit, get things going, but UConn's been so efficient. 12 assists, 1 turnover, and 1 more field goal. Hartley and the foul.
Look at that. Nice little spin on it. And the strength.
That one won't go down, and the rebound for Richmond. Substitutions for the Huskies. Dolson and Stokes back into the game. They're on the floor along with Jefferson, Hartley, and Chong. Healy. Well, she turned around and saw the wall of Dolson and Stokes. Still did pretty well to create a shot out of all that.
And the difference is in the Atlantic 10, she'll get that shot off. Difficult against these two.
Feed to Stokes, who turns. Count that, and the foul. Another opportunity.
She's had a bunch.
You know, it's funny you should say that, because where you watch the progression and how she's contributed here. She finishes off the three-point play, and really the theme has been she's only scratched the surface. The ceiling's very high for her, and I think we're seeing an opportunity being given to her with Tuck being out, like you mentioned at the top of the show, Meg, making the most of these minutes.
She is, absolutely. And she's, and sometimes it clicks at different times for different players. You know, Tina Charles, who's like all world now, it took her 2.5 years to figure it out.
Richmond on the drive, count it. And the foul. Good finish.
This kid is still working some of the rust off from
Finding that consistency is going to be a challenge for a freshman. She scored 21 against Fairfield, but then yesterday she had 2 points in 20 minutes against BU. So the ups and downs are there for the freshman.
Exactly an example of that rust. Just trying to get back into game shape.
Hartley. Bria Hartley knocks down a three-pointer. Three-point number creeping up for her. Now 11 of 39 on the season. Bonnie's answer back. 2 more for Richmond. She has 7. Dolson inside, no, and a foul called on the floor. Bria Hartley and the Huskies have put 48 on the board, and they're up by 30 now. Kiah closing in on her 4th double-double. Stephanie Dolson at the free throw line right now for Connecticut. Get the shooter's roll on shots like that. And now the crowd here trying to cheer her on. No one wants to see a three-putt, Steph. Good job. Seven points for Dolson. 49-18, Huskies on top. UConn will have a break before playing next Sunday against Ohio State to wrap up the Hall of Fame Challenge. That'll be at the Mass Mutual Center in Springfield.
Yeah, they earned a break. 4 games in 5 days, and that was coming off of a long, road trip, 2-game road trip at Maryland, at Penn State.
And remember the home game against Stanford, so 3 straight nationally ranked opponents. And an offense.
Kiah Stokes being too physical in the lane, they have no problem with that.
3 team fouls on the Huskies. Look at that foul total. All 3 games has been so low in the first half. Remember how deep it's been in games, the first 2 games, before they got their first foul. Boker can't get that to go, and Dolson's got a rebound.
And everyone was complaining the first game or 2 about the change of behavior with the new emphasis with the officials. How about that move?
Stokes into double figures now. She has 11. Dolson into double figures in rebounding with 10. 2:15 to go in the first half. Little back outside. Ani Harrison, freshman from Lexington, Kentucky, into the game. Ball on the floor. She's in the middle of a fight. There's Jefferson diving in, and a foul is going to be called on St Bonaventure.
All around. And how about that? That's an aggressive take that I can't remember the last time Kiah Stokes made a move like that. And she touches the ball in that low
with
post.
that wingspan, she can keep the basketball away from so many defenders that way. There's the free throw line. We take a look at the numbers this season. It's gone down just a smidge, although Jefferson brings it back by going 2 for 2 from the free throw line. She's in the double figures. Nope, 1 short. I jumped the gun there, Mariah. 9 points for her. There is Dolson. Oh, I was right. Jefferson's got 10. See, I do it old school. I keep it by hand here, but I doubt myself nonstop. When a team's got 53 on the board in the first half, I doubt myself nonstop that I've missed something here. There's Stokes on the offensive glass. UConn will set things up again. Dolson, left hand for 2.
That's an unstoppable post move by Stephanie Dolson. Tremendous footwork, good use of her body, knowing where the defense is and spinning away.
Closing in on another double-double, 9 points, 11 rebounds for Dolson, all in the first half. A little over a minute to go. Little. Jefferson tried to get there, could not. Good shooter, makes her pay. Reeder knocks it down, her first points.
Tremendous play there by Nyla Reeder.
Jefferson. A double pump, can't get it, and St Bonaventure has a rebound. They do have to shoot, about 6 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. UConn used a 31-0 run to stretch things out early here in the first half against St Bonaventure. Feed to Richmond. Richmond got caught underneath, nowhere to go. Helped out though nicely by Hannah Little. Scoops up her first two. Here's Jefferson. Drops it back to Hartley. Hartley gets an open look, but it won't go down, and there's the horn to end the first half with the Huskies on top, 55.
One in the middle.
Wait a minute, you have quiet kids?
Yeah, imagine that. Well, the quiet guy on the left was my husband. He wanted to get out of his frame.
Ends up out of bounds, and it'll be UConn basketball, their first possession of the second half. Stewart for Hartley. Hartley had 7 points, 7 assists, no turnovers in the first half. Dolson inside, outside, no roll though, but there's Dolson on the glass. Turns back around, too strong. Oh, look who is hanging around underneath the basket. It's Mariah Jefferson, she has 12.
You would expect, you know, we saw that earlier from Stewart, but the 5'5" Jefferson tipping it in.
Well, she got the blocked shot yesterday. She's getting putbacks on the offensive glass today. She's a big, trapped in a smaller body.
Absolutely, and man, she had a crazy offensive rebound yesterday.
Emily Michael. Reader. Turnover. Jefferson to Hartley. Hartley, the finish. 9 points for Bria Hartley.
I love the composure of Hartley on that play. Just knew what she wanted to do with the ball, straight to the basket, never worried about when or if that contact may come. Just completely focused on the rim.
Fight for the loose ball. St Bonaventure taking on the nation's #1 team for the first time in their history. And this weekend, UConn has really put on a show, proving why they are #1. Banks' three-pointer well off the mark, and it's into the hands of Healy. Reader trying to keep it away from Jefferson. Healy had the open shot for the moment.
She's got to take that. You're not going to get many opportunities when you're that open.
Now trying to drive and score on Dolson. Knocked away by Stewart, saved by Jefferson to Dolson. For Stewart, and here come the Huskies again. Jefferson shut off by Reader. Kicked around Dolson. Open teammate Hartley, just wouldn't go down. Brought across half court by Nyla Reader. Another one of the sophomores, Michael. Really is a young St. Bonaventure team as the freshman Richmond looks for somewhere to go, and it's a jump ball, and it comes from Bria Hartley.
Well, she gets out so well on the break, and look at the, just straight up, focused on the rim, not worried about the defense and maybe getting fouled while she's in the air. One of the most mentally tough players to ever play at UConn.
And that mental toughness was challenged last year, was it not?
Well, I think that's what got her through. Nice rebound, couldn't finish, did Stewart. Oh, there's a foul.
Called on.
Through that season. But Bria Hartley, with what she's made up inside, that's why she got through. She's got a great family. She's just one of the special people that have come through here.
Chelsea Boker. Left ankle injury setting Hartley back last year. Never was really right. And the foul is called.
Dolson knew it. See, nice job getting to the basket.
Healy at the free throw. Oker has already graduated. She didn't play last year because of an ankle injury, and she was part of that Sweet 16 team coming off the bench and contributing. So you're looking at a St Bonaventure team without any juniors,
right,
without any seniors by class, and one fifth-year senior.
Right. You got 8 in your freshman and sophomore classes.
Dolson hits from outside.
Well, and what has happened over the years, UConn has a tendency to make teams look much worse than they really are. St Bonaventure, while they're picked 9th in the Atlantic 10, they're going to have a good year because they're well coached, they're scrappy kids, but they're just completely overmatched here this afternoon.
They're picked to finish 9th in the A10 preseason poll. It sounds like it's down there a little bit. There's a little bit of transition in the A10 with Butler, Temple, Xavier, and Charlotte leaving. George Mason added.
Nice step through.
By Healy. A10 is a tough conference. Think about those teams up at the top. Shot clock does not reset. Healy can't get it. And it's pulled down by Bria Hartley, who gets the call from Gino Oriema on the sideline. Jefferson. Stewart was trying to post up Healy. Healy saw it coming and knocked it away.
Well, good footwork by Healy to get around. Brianna Stewart's got to do a better job with her body to keep Healy on her back.
Gabby Richmond. Richmond got it back, then lost it out of bounds. And in the second half, Stephanie Dolson now with a double-double. Her 4th this season. UConn up big.
To the wrong side, because Jefferson knows you can't throw it to where the defense is.
No changes for the Huskies as Jefferson brings it across half court. St Bonaventure 0 for 7 from the floor here to start the second half. Stewart feeds it into Dolson. Dolson inside for 2. And the foul. Let's count them up. I think it's 2.
Yeah.
She just has bigger steps than
Obviously,
the rest of us.
Yeah, obviously I thought wrong. But it just was kind of a little bit, it just looked kind of awkward. Maybe that's
Long and Stokes come in. Kiah Stokes, 11 points, 4 rebounds, 2 blocks in the first half, and 11 minutes of work. Healy. 3-pointer from Michael is good. Emily Michael makes her 5th 3-pointer of the season. Her first points of this game.
Longtime UConn fans will recognize the high school that she went to, Chaminade Julienne Tamika Williams High School. Former Husky great.
Stewart. Just one go down for her, and here's Hannah Little. Imani Outlaw has come on for St Bonaventure. She's got it. There was no hesitation that time from Healy, just didn't make the shot. And Hartley will bring it up for UConn. Nice feed. Stewart to Stokes.
Just another tremendous pass. And you can't say enough about Kiah Stokes, the way she's been moving without the basketball. Really nice cut to the rim.
3rd assist for Stewart. Michael. The runner won't go down from Little. Second chance here. Gabby Richmond on the offensive glass.
Good hustle by Richmond to snag that offensive rebound. There have not been many for St Bonaventure.
Good feed inside, but it just wouldn't go down. And a jump off the ball movement for UConn.
Well, they've been doing a really nice job side to side there. Moving well without the basketball. Weak side cut, and a really good find by Stewart.
Sadaya Chong will track down this rebound, and here come the Huskies. Off to Stewart. 12 minutes to play here in the second half. UConn went on a 31-0 run in the first half. They were on top by 33 at the break. And they've on by the fact that I don't know the answer.
I'm not even sure I know the answer.
Someone out there does. Hartley to Stokes to the basket. Another assist for Bria Hartley. She has 8 assists without a turnover now.
Another beautifully executed play.
That's a new career high for Kiah Stokes, by the way. 15 points in this game. Her previous career high, 14 against Idaho in the NCAA tournament last year. Foul on Dolson.
Well, they're the good, nice job of drawing that foul.
Her second one coming. 0 for 2 from the free throw line for Healy. Great balance in scoring for UConn, and Stokes is leading the way. She has 15, Dolson with 14. You're allowed one touch, but if you
little
touch
hot stove touch.
That's right, the hot stove. That's the best way to put it, probably. But you can't go touch that stove a second time, because that'll be a foul.
Well, why would you? You burn yourself.
In this case, the burn is a foul on Healy.
And I thought we'd be talking about it a lot more. Give credit to the coaches, doing a great job instilling it in the players, and the players just not committing those fouls.
Stewart, too strong and lost out of bounds last time.
I thought it might have, but I guess it didn't.
6 to shoot here for UConn. And a turnover. Rare turnover for the Huskies here tonight. Just the 4th of the game.
They've done a really nice job this season taking care of the basketball.
And a little outlaw. Rebound for Dolson. Rebound number 15 for Steph Dolson. Hartley. Rebound to Chong on the offensive glass. Hartley cuts to the basket, drops it off to Stokes, who drops in 2 more. 17 for Kiah Stokes as she continues to add to her career high.
There's such a sense of calm and purpose the way UConn is running offense as they're back in a 2-3 zone. They've played zone a couple times here, the latter parts of this game.
St Bonaventure trying to shoot over the top of that zone, and Outlaw knocks down a 3.
I think that's the second 3 St Bonaventure has gotten against this UConn zone.
Is this part of what Gino Auriemma referenced heading into this 3 games in 3 days of experimenting and
absolutely
kind of trying to test a few things here?
Sure.
No shot.
You see Hartley misses, but how about Chong's rebound? Tremendous hustle.
Hartley and Stewart check out. Banks, Dolson, Jefferson, Stokes, and Chong, the 5 on the floor right now for UConn.
And while UConn is playing zone on the other end, Bonaventure coach Jim Crowley, as Dolson knocks down a 2, not a 3, told me, he said, Meg, I am not smart enough to teach anything other than man. I teach that marginally well. I can't even go towards zone, so we're always going to play man. I know I should probably play zone against UConn, but I don't teach it.
Spin move. Rebound tipped out towards Jefferson by Banks.
And he's humble and modest and an outstanding coach. Very smart coach, but man is his thing.
Banks.
What a take.
Tucks it away, takes it to the basket for 2.
She looked like a running back.
That's right.
In the middle of the lane.
8:15 to go. Stokes has the rebound for UConn. She has 17 points, 5 rebounds for the Huskies. Dolson, 16 points, 15 rebounds. 8 to play. Thanks. Chong on the run to the basket for 2. 4 points for Sanaya Chong.
Can you believe last year she was playing against high school kids?
Playing against high school kids and averaging 34 points and 9 assists a game, so playing at a pretty high level.
It's easy to see why she could average those kind of numbers. She is incredibly talented.
And a block there by Dolson. Jefferson tracks it down in the corner, and here come the Huskies. Outside for Banks.
Dolson trailing, slow getting up the floor.
The feed to Stokes, the assist to Dolson. Timeout called by St. for the Huskies. Stephanie Dolson showing her outside game. And Sanaya Chong showing her speed game as the Huskies showing a complete game once again. Oregon on Wednesday, BU Monmouth, and now St. Bonaventure here this weekend.
I mean, it's been complete domination, but you know, the truth of the matter is, Gino does not pay attention to the score. He doesn't want the kids to look at the scoreboard. They just want to play the game. A lot of times, he has no idea what the score is.
Tierney Lawler into the game for UConn out of that last time out. She's out there with Chong, Jefferson, Banks, and Stokes. Jefferson to Lawler. Lawler's 3 on the way is good. You're beginning to see why she gets a little bit more time. She's gotten in the first half a couple of games. Her expression doesn't change too much.
You can tell how loved she is by the team as the 3 is hit by Rama. But the entire bench erupted, the managers jumping up and down.
What I love about it is she's ready to shoot.
I know.
She gets open and
came off ready.
She's got it ready to go. Nice feed by Stokes. Boy, what a complete game for Stokes. And you mentioned it a few moments ago, Megan. It's worth repeating and talking about as we continue here. Yes, Tuck is out, but this weekend, even though it's going to be, and you saw the margin of victory, another blowout win, it's been a huge weekend for Kiah Stokes to get big minutes and play at a high level. It's the best you've seen her play at UConn, probably.
And the exclamation point right there with a sweet block.
Chong. Jefferson was calling for it. Fight for the basketball. There's Stokes reaching in there. Saved it somehow to Jefferson. Outside Lawler, ready to shoot, but she can't score. Saved again by UConn. Stokes getting in there. Look at the hustle. You're exactly right that they don't look at the scoreboard.
Because if they don't do this, their coach will ream them out, and you see the crowd applauding the effort.
Lawler dropped it off for Stokes. Lawler got caught inside, and a foul is called on the biggest fan club in the building, without the last name Lawler, of course. The UConn bench, her teammates, they love it as she knocked down the 3. Remember why?
I'm sure he was insane on the sidelines.
Well, that sounds something completely different. Inbound, saved by Stokes, back out to Jefferson. Brianna Polito is into the game now for the first time for UConn. Chong to Polito. Some impressive individual numbers to share with you as we go along here. Stokes outside to Jefferson. Jefferson spinning, floating. Stokes got in there to get a hand on it, and it was last touch by St. Still on the floor right now. She has 12 points, 7 assists, 1 turnover, 6 rebounds, and 5 steals.
Wow.
And that
productive day.
Be
that is unbelievable. Mentally, she is.
For the season, I'm playing with a chip on my shoulder this season, and it has showed. Lawler now with 4 points after making 1 of 2 from the free throw line. She now has 16 points total on the season.
It's impressive that a team that won the national championship last year had so many players go home, and many stayed at school, but worked so much on their game, so prepared that they come in 100% focused to do it again. Nice offense.
And a block by Stokes, getting out the challenge, the three-point shot from Boker.
That was outstanding offense by St Bonaventure, but an even better block by Stokes.
Fourth block for Stokes to go along with their career-high 19 points, 6 rebounds. The only way you could find fault with Kiah Stokes' game today, she's 9 of 10 from the floor.
She missed
What
one
happened
shot
on that miss, Kiah?
Oh, she's got some work to do.
Jefferson, and looks like a foul's going to be called.
In these games.
Every game she gets better and better, I think.
We also heard Gino say if your daughter makes a good pass, if she gets that assist, he will buy her a car. She did it. What kind of car do you want?
She hasn't told me yet, but all the incentives he wants to give her is fine with me.
That sounds good, Terry. Thank you very much.
It won't be paid off.
Yeah, exactly. I think you call that a tease.
Brianna, you better be intrinsically motivated because you are not going to get a car, but I do like the spunk. And that tweet, by the way, just to remind you, was from Brianna Stewart. Sent out a tweet when UConn was looking for some walk-ons, and Polito saw the tweet, came out, and turned that track and field scholarship into a spot on the basketball team. Tierney Lawler scores again for UConn. She's got 6.
She does it from the outside. She's going, making post moves in the lane.
2:40 to go. Good move on the inside by Gabby Richmond. First points of the second half for Richmond. Points have been tough to come by for St Bonaventure in this second half. They've been outscored 31-12 since halftime. And now the work will be done to try to get Polito on the score sheet. She'll try it from outside. Tried to shoot over Healy, and here comes St Bonaventure as we approach 2 minutes to go. Count it, and a foul.
And little one free throw.
Wait for the free throw. Bet you the free throw.
Nice strong move, though, by Hannah Little. She finished it off with the free throw.
5 points for Little. Here's Stokes. Big game for Kiah Stokes. All for Polito. Now Jefferson. Again, Polito. Sanaya Chong. Nice pass to Stokes. Has it blocked. Chong tried to get it back, but it's taken by Healy for St Bonaventure. Good finish on the other end by Hannah Little.
Really nice transition move there.
St Bonaventure.
It's their only fast break points of the game, right?
Yes, I believe so. Looking for something to build on here. They will play Marist in Springfield next Sunday. That's a team they beat to reach the Sweet 16 a couple of years ago. The A10 opener for St Bonaventure will be at Duquesne on New Year's Day. This will bring their 6-game winning streak to an end. Jefferson's floater beats the shot clock and drops in for 2. 14 points for Mariah Jefferson. She tied her career high with 17 points in the win against Monmouth.
Every game, Jefferson just gets better and better. And that's a huge plus to play in 3 games in 3 days. Players love playing this tournament format.
Rebound for Stokes. Jefferson will walk it across half court. The shot clock is turned off, and the fans remaining here at the XL Center will come to their feet and applaud the #1 team in the country. The final advantage will be 49 for UConn. 88-39 the final score as the Huskies improve to 8-0 on the season.
And if it's possible, Eric, every game this weekend they've gotten better and they've done different things. They keep showing us expansion on their repertoire, inside, outside, different players stepping up. And as Stewart said over the weekend, not everybody has played their best all at the same time.
Kiah Stokes played pretty well today. Time for the People's United Bank players